Hey everybody. Figure it's time for me to be talking about signing day right now. So alright, so I'm gonna get started. So I've been looking around at a lot of this that's been disturbing me lately, and it's been really irritating me because people have been looking at our class like, oh, big freaking whoop. We're been really supposed to have this terrible class, and because we're Georgia Tech. No, pisses me off because it could be much better. It pisses me off, not the class that we have now, but what the class we could have had. Because I've been all over, the internet, looking around, seeing what people are saying. There's no reason for it to be this bad. You know what I mean? We could have got to 6 wins, and we would have retained that top 25 class. But people still act like we can't recruit. We can. Jeff Collins recruited a top 25 class in his first year here, when all the hype. When it was all hype and nobody had actually seen what he was capable, or I guess incapable of doing on the field. We should not be in this situation. And it's a decent class. I mean, it's a little better than last year. I don't even know. What's up, P-Dub? So I'm just going to start talking about this, man. So, of course, our number one freaking recruit has decommitted, which was Jerron Willis. And he was like 100%, bought in and everything. And I talked about this. It was when he decommitted that I, had finally had enough, and I was calling for Jeff Collins to be fired. I talked about this my video called Fire Jeff Collins, and I pretty much was like, his culture's gone, obviously, because his players, there's no on-field results to be backing this up. There's no culture to see because everyone's obviously left. They don't buy in it anymore, and now the recruiting's gone too, so that was kind of my argument for that. But Jerron Willis flipped to Ole Miss, which is really unfortunate. And so we lost him. So that leaves Antonio Martin as our highest-ranked recruit, running back, which is nice because if you'll remember, I was talking about this, my very last video. I was yelling about how we only have one running back left, which was at the time Dante Smith. Well, on signing day, we signed, I think, two. Two running backs, and Jamias Griffin took his name out of the transfer portal. Now, why did he go into the transfer portal? Well, Jamias Griffin was a 4-star running back that Coach Choice recruited. Now Coach Choice is gone. So kind of interesting to see we still were able to retain Antonio Martin, the high running back recruit, but Jamias Griffin was a 4-star. Didn't get any playing time. His thing is playing time. That's what his problem is. But it's like he was hurt all year. So, and we had an absolutely stacked running back room. And then they all left, and then he entered his name into the transfer portal. So I don't really know why it was like obvious that he was going to be, him and Dante were going to be our number one running backs this upcoming year. So I don't know what he was thinking about entering the portal, but he's changed his mind now. He's going to come back next year, and we have Dante Smith and Jamias Griffin as our two primary, kind of experienced running backs. And we've got two freshmen, Antonio Martin and Jamie Felix, as our backups. So that is something to look forward to at least. At least we were able to retain those guys. Coming up next, Jalen Marshall. Kind of surprising to me because we obviously fired our safeties coach, and I guess I don't know. This dude's mean mugging like hell, but it's a little surprising to me actually that he stayed committed and signed with us. But I mean, hey, he's a 4-star, pretty much a beast a safety. I mean, we need him. You know what I mean? So nothing to sneeze at all. So pretty much stoked about that. We got what's his name, Travaris Tillman coming in, which is our new secondaries coach. He's putting safeties in all them DBs in one room now, which we had separate coaches before. Now he's got Tillman, who he's brought in, and they're all going to be under one coach, which is, I guess, interesting. I don't know. If you ask me, these coaching changes came too late because everything's already destroyed, in my opinion. Sorry if I'm not, exactly thrilled about the state of our program. I mean, we have a pretty good class coming in. It's just hard not to be upset right now after everything that I've had to go through in the past few weeks, looking at this, looking at everything fall apart. All right. So Jeff Sims is coming back next year. Onto the QB. Jeff Sims is coming back next year. He is the man. Thankfully, he didn't transfer. I'm not one of the Sims haters. There's a lot of Sims haters that think that he's the root of evil and that he's the cause of all our problems. I don't think so. I really don't. He was hurt for half the dang year. And, he had a couple games where he needs to be developed. It's not like he hasn't put in the work. He can be good. He just needs to be developed. And hopefully Chip Long can come in and, help him out. Because I know Jeff Sims is willing to put in the work. He was under a bum-ass offensive coordinator that didn't know what he's doing. If you're being taught by a crappy coach, you're not going to get any better. So that's what's up with Jeff Sims. And, of course, we've had Jordan Yates also enter the transfer portal, which has picked up 2 offers so far in the transfer portal. One from Jacksonville State, which, hey, I mean, that's nothing to sneeze at. They're a pretty good FCS team. And UMass. So, God forbid he goes there. Jordan Yates. I thought he might, land somewhere a little better than that. But, he can play in the Power 5. I don't know why people are acting like he can't. He would be a good quarterback for somewhere like South Carolina this year, for example. That just needed some. They're sitting there playing this like grad assistant as quarterback. South Carolina was. So that's the type of team that could use Jordan Yates. He's a good bridge quarterback. I don't know. He needs to be developed as a passer a little bit, but if he had that, he would he'd be a great just solid quarterback, solid guy. And of course, Chaden Peary has now entered the transfer portal. Also, he was a freshman this year and redshirted. So why would he enter the transfer portal? I don't know. I don't know what the problem is here, man. Why is Chaden Peary going to the transfer portal? I mean, who's going to take him? Where's he going to go? Nobody's seen him play. He's basically a recruit. He just redshirted. I know he didn't get no better under Patnode, learning from him. So that's going to be interesting to see where he winds up going or if he goes anywhere at all. I mean, I don't know if, I'm sure some FCS team will take him, but anyway, I haven't spoken a word. I'm just talking about our quarterback room. I haven't spoken a word about Zach Pyron, our new quarterback recruit. And by God, we need it because, everybody's transferring out of this dang room. And I don't know. Apparently he's pretty good. He's a high 3-star. He's stoked. It's gonna be him and Jeff Sims, and whatever transfer portal quarterback we bring in. Now we have Trad Beatty who came in from Temple, but he didn't play a down this past year because, well, he's not good. So, I don't even really count him. And it's said that we're going to be taking another quarterback from the portal. Word was Harrison Bailey might want to come home. But Harrison Bailey wants to go somewhere and compete for the starting job, and I think Jeff Sims kind of has it locked down. I'm not sure that Harrison Bailey want to come in, even though he is from Atlanta. I'm not so sure he'd want to come in and have to sit behind some. I mean, that's why he's leaving in the first place. So there's talk of us getting the Akron QB. Like, I want to take a QB from Akron. I don't know anything about them. I know that they won a couple games this year. Whatever. Maybe he's good. I don't know. I'm going to take these things off because they hurt. I don't even really need them on. But, hang on. Let me pop over the chat. What's up, you guys? P-Dub and CJ in the chat. What's up, guys? Yeah, fire Jeff Collins. I'm over it. Oh, NIU's on there, huh? Yeah, NIU's playing their bowl game right now. I'm not sure. I was watching that game. It was a good game. They were, scoring back and forth. It was pretty cool. What's up, UGA boy? He says, keep up the good videos. Thanks. C-Dog, where do you get this information? What information? I listen to every bit of Georgia Tech. So here's everything I listen to. If you don't know Bryce Coon, he's got a Georgia Tech show on YouTube called The Crowded Booth. It's a YouTube channel called The Crowded Booth. I'm actually not sure if he does that anymore because he actually does a podcast now called Locked On Georgia Tech. It's on Spotify. That's where I listen to it. I got Spotify. And then I also listen to Jackets Online podcast by Kelly Quinlan. I have a Rivals subscription. Kelly Quinlan's the beat writer. I watch all the press conferences, so I'm pretty much in the freaking know when it comes to Georgia Tech football. I put it in my headphones at work, and then so I know a little bit about what I'm talking about when I talk about Tech football. So that's where I get. That's pretty much everything I listen to when it comes to Tech football. I think I literally subscribed anything that is Tech football. I subscribe and listen to it. Bryce Coon is his name, and it's called Locked On Georgia Tech. And he does a podcast every day, and it's good. So I would check that out if I was you. Transfer portal information. Yeah. Pretty much that. So, all right. That's where I get my info. Now, it's okay that nobody's in here. I'm just doing this as a video / stream. All right, KJ Miles on the D-line. Okay, so for our D-line, this is the first time in Georgia Tech history that we've signed 2 4-star defensive linemen. Now, you might be saying, C-Dog, this is 2 3-star defensive linemen. Yes. That's true. These are not 4-star defensive linemen. These are 3-star, according to 247. I guess according to Rivals, they're 4 stars because it's been hyped up by Jeff Collins and everybody else that these are 4-star linemen, D linemen, whatever they are. I'm sure they're good. High 3-star, low 4-star, whatever it is. I'm sure they're good. Our defensive line isn't the problem on our defense. I think the defensive line and linebackers are the stronger part of our defense. It is the secondary that was letting receivers run wild and giving up a ton of passage yards and everything like that. We defended the run decently, so. Okay, Jamie Felix at running back. Now, I don't know. So, this guy, Jamie Felix, as a sophomore, was, highly recruited. He had offers from all kinds of schools, like Bama, freaking UGA, Texas, like all of the biggest schools, Ohio State, they were all over him, but then he got hurt. And he's not quite what he used to be. His rating fell, and it's a shame about that. But he's committed to us now, and so he's about 3-star. Hopefully he can overcome that and be, what he was able to be. All right, Tyler Gibson, offensive tackle. I'll talk about that a little more because we also got – so this is great, recruiting to the offensive line. That's exactly what we need. And we also got a transfer in, and I'll talk about that too. Let's see. DJ Moore at wide receiver. That's right. Yeah, we have wide receiver coming in. Clayton Powell-Willie at safety. Kyle Eford at linebacker. I've been hearing is a pretty underrated guy. Everybody's hyping him up pretty well. Brandon Best, another offensive lineman. Stoked on that. And then if you come down here to transfers, Paul Chio as a tackle. So I'm stoked on that. I mean, we got Chio coming in. God knows we need it for this freaking offensive line. And our offensive line really held us back this year. And these glasses are hurting me. I'm sorry. I got to take them off. I'll put on my signature Sea Dog glasses. Yeah. These offensive line really killed us this year, so it's nice to see us. This is also another trend of not just it's kids that left Atlanta because we ran the triple option, and they're turns out that for whatever reason they couldn't make it wherever big time school they went, so they're coming back to Atlanta, coming back to Tech now that we run a real offense. So that's kind of cool to see. Maybe like Paul Chio, maybe we start seeing us get these type of kids. We have. Scroll up here, you see it. Antonio, these are the type of kids we start to get to see, and just because we don't run the triple option anymore. And I won't hear otherwise. That we should run the triple option. The triple option got us in this mess in the first place. So it's nice to see that. We got a new kicker. That's freaking epic. I saw him kick a 55-yarder twice in a row in the wind or something. So yay. But back to the offensive line. So he is coming off Clemson, and if there was any offensive line worse than ours this in the ACC this year, it might have been Clemson's. And so if he couldn't, make it onto there, that's unfortunate. If he can't make it onto that bad offensive line, it means that he's probably not good. But to be honest, we're in such dire straits when it comes to the offensive line that we can't really be picky here. Former 4-star, freaking take it in a heartbeat, honestly. We're also coming after Pierce Quick. Pierce Quick's probably the better target because he's coming from Alabama, and you got to be really, really, really good to play at Alabama. We'll take their freaking hand-me-downs all day. All day. So here's an interesting one right here. Janiron Boner. So Boner is committed, but did not sign on signing day, which is weird. He's a 4-star wide receiver, high 4-star. I was excited about this, but didn't sign for whatever reason. So I hope that doesn't mean something sketchy. I hope that means that whatever it is, I don't know. He says he wants to sign in February. I hope he hangs out with us, but. Jeez, I don't know. What else here? Last thing, I guess, is this tight end we got from Syracuse. Whoopi. Apparently, this new offense under Chip Long, we're going to be throwing to the tight end a lot, which we have been anyway. It's a reality for Tech right now. We're going to be throwing the tight end whether we have a good tight end or not, which this year we didn't. I'm not coming down on freaking Dylan Leonard. But our starting tight end got hurt. And so, rather than not use a tight end, we kept putting in our second string, kept trying to force a tackle to him. Did I just unplug my camera? Or my freaking Is my stream frozen? Oh, jeez. Alright, I'm good. I think my thing froze. But, what was I saying about tight end? Oh, God. We're going to be throwing at the tight end whether we, have a good one or not. So I guess that kind of helped. They're trying to build that position still. I mean, whatever. Not too much to say about that. But I'll be all right with getting a tight end. And I think that about does it for this here recruiting class. I mean, it's early signing day, not the whole thing. I guess we'll have to wait till February to see. Hopefully, we're able to hang on to Boner. I hope he doesn't decommit. But I wouldn't be surprised. It would piss me off, though, but I wouldn't be surprised. But anyway, I want to thank everybody here. B-Dog, the Real Big Lee, what up? Luke Walker, what's up? Thank everybody for coming. I just want to jump on and talk about this friggin' dang recruiting class, guys. So, see you later.